Good morning, children. Welcome back to class 11 microeconomics class. How are you? I hope all you are fine. So, we were discussing chapter 2 consumer behavior. In the previous class, we have discussed about consumer equilibrium. What is consumer equilibrium? It is a situation in which consumer get maximum satisfaction. And we have analyzed consumer equilibrium in cardinal and ordinal approach. So today we are going to discuss about an important topic in microeconomic theories, that is demand. So children, let's watch the video. First of all, on the screen you can see three words: desire, want, demand. Is there any difference between the meaning of these three words? Usually these are used to mean the same thing, but economically these are different. So what is desire? Desire is just a wishful thinking. Then want means a desire become want if there is ability to pay and willingness to buy a commodity. So if we have only desire, we cannot buy a commodity. So we have a ability, or we should have a money to buy a commodity. Then this want becomes demand when a person is willing to purchase the commodity in a market at a particular price at given period of time. So the ability and willingness of a consumer associated with the price and time is known as demand. So how can we define demand? Demand can be defined as that quantity of goods for which a consumer is willing to pay, able to buy at a given price at given time. So what is the demand? Demand can be defined as that quantity of goods for which a consumer is willing to pay, able to buy at a given price at given time. So there are four characteristics of demand. What are they? First one, quantity of the goods and services. That means how much a consumer wants to purchase. That is known as quantity of goods and services. Second one, willingness and ability to buy that commodity. What is ability and willingness? Suppose you have a desire to buy a car, but you having only 10,000 rupees. Can you buy a car with that rupees? No. So, you should have a capacity to buy that product. You should have a money with you. So, not only desire and willingness, but the ability also required for demand. Next is price of the goods. Price means the value of goods expressed in terms of money, that is known as price. So, price is very important characteristics of a demand. Then the next one is given period of time. Here, price and time are very important because demand different at different price level, and also the demand for goods is different at different time period. For example, in rainy season, the demand for umbrellas, demand for raincoats will increase. So, time is also very important. So, what is the demand? Demand is the quantity of goods for which a consumer is willing to pay, able to buy at a given price and given time. So, this is the definition of demand. It is very important. The next is the types or kinds of demand. Demand can be classified into individual demand and market demand. So what is individual demand? Individual demand is the demand of an individual consumer in a market, or a one consumer, demand of a one consumer in a market, that is known as individual demand. Then market demand. Market demand is the aggregate demand of all consumer in a market. Suppose in a market there are three consumer, then the market demand is obtained by adding demand of these three consumer. Okay, so market demand is the aggregate demand of all the consumer in a market. Then we moving to the determinants or the factor affecting demand. What all factor will affect the demand of a consumer? So, as we discussed earlier, there are two types of demand, individual demand and market demands. The determinants, the factors of individual demand are price of commodity, PX, price of related goods, PR, then income of consumer, then taste and preference of a consumer, T&P, then expectation about future, that is E. So these are the factors affecting demand. Then what are the factors that affect market demand? So first one, price of the commodity. Second one, price of related goods. Third one, income of the consumer. Fourth one, taste and preference of the consumer. Fifth one, expectation about future. As same as the individual demand. But in market demand, there are three more factors. They are number of consumer in a market, distribution of income and season. So these are the determinants or these are the factors affecting demands. So it can express in terms of DS is equal to F of PS, price of X, then PR, price of related goods, income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer and expectation about the future for individual consumer demand. And for market demand, it can be expressed by dx is equal to f of means function of px, pr, y, t and p, e, n, yd and s. Okay, these are the mathematical representation of the relation between demand and factors of demand. Now we are moving to important theory associated with the demand, that is law of demand. Law of demand states that other function remaining constant, demand for a commodity expand with fall in its price and contract with rise in price. In simple words, when price increases, the demand of commodity decreases, and when price decreases, the demand for commodity would increase. So there is a negative relationship between the price of a commodity and quantity demanded of a commodity. There is a negative or inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. If price increases, demand of decreases, then price decreases, demand will increase. Okay, so according to Alfred Marshall, law of demand states that amount demanded increases with a fall in price and diminishes when price increases. Okay, this is the definition of the law of demand. If price increases, quantity decreases, and if price decreases, quantity increases. So one variable is decreasing, then other variable is increasing. So there is a inverse or there is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. There are one condition or assumptions for the operation of this law. Which law? Law of demand. That is, the law is operate when other factor remain constant or remain unchanged. Demand of a commodity not only depend upon price, but it depend upon various other factors. So what are the factors of demand? The factors of demand are price of X, then price of related good, income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer, then expectation about future. So all these factors affect the demand for a commodity. But here we are assuming that demand is the function of only one factor, that is price, and other factors, that means income, price of related goods, expectation, taste and preference, etc. are remain unchanged. They are constant. So here demand is only the function of X, price of X. Okay. So all other factors remain unchanged. For example, if income increases, demand also increases irrespective of their price. And income decreases, demand also decreases. Like many other factors affecting the buying decision or purchasing decision of a consumer. But here we assumed that only one factor, that is price, make changes in the demand for commodities, and all other factors remain same or constant. So that is known as other thing remaining same. This is the main assumption of law of demand. So that was today's session. Today we have discussed about what is demand. Demand is that quantity of goods for which a consumer is willing to pay, able to buy at a given price and given period of time, and the determinants of demands are price of commodity, price of related goods, then income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer, and also expectation about future. And there are two types of demand, individual demand and market demand. And also we have studied about law of demand, and this law states that when price increases, quantity demanded will decrease. If price decreases, quantity demanded will increase. So there is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded, and the assumption are other thing remaining same or constant. Okay students, I hope you understood all this. So you have to watch the URL attached with this video, attend the test paper, download your notes and study it well. We will meet in the next class with the explanation of law of demand. So children, bye.